Hi.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Okay. Alright, so just to sum up, we came up with a couple of solutions for 2 of the issues that came up out of this situation. So to make the process more fair, we're going to hold private auditions with the professor narrowing based on how many audition, and then the choir picks from the finalists.
Are we actually going to do these things? Because I feel like if you bring up private auditions to the professor and they say no, then we're back to square one.
Yeah.
That's true. That's something that we'd have to take up with the director, and what the director says goes, as you all know.
Mm-hmm.
But at least we're doing something to try and step in a new direction to make it more fair for the future. So that's what we're going to try and do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then for support, like gaining morale and everything, setting goals as a choir with an event, possibly as like the incentive or some other kind of incentive for when we achieve those goals.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You agree? That doesn't sound very confident from you.
No, I agree.
You agree with
I'm
it?
still thinking about the whole, like, what if the professor doesn't agree?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things that it's kind of out of our hands, but we'll talk with the professor.
Are we going to talk with the professor, or do you think the president of the choir should talk with the professor?
I could talk. I think
you should talk.
Okay, I will talk to the
problem.
Yes, I will talk to the professor. So now we're gonna write out an agreement and sign it. Okay. It's pretty serious. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that we needed to sign some acceptance. Confidentiality, acceptance of mediation. So, are you guys cool with? Were you guys cool with what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mention that in the beginning. But okay.
Nope, I'm gonna share all your secrets.
Oh.
My non-existent.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could. It is a felony if you do that. So I'd watch out.
You didn't tell me beforehand, though.
Sorry there. But anyhow. So here we go. I'm gonna start writing this. So the agreement is based on the issue. Based on the issue of last week's auditions, right?
Yeah.
We have come to agreement on
Busy day in the mediator office.
It is very busy.
I love that you're a mediator and president of our choir.
On the following 2 issues.
That's a job.
If we're being like for real right now, low key, I feel like that's kind of something that Mons expects. Oh my god, Mons, don't look at the video.
Of a mediator?
Oh my goodness.
Of a
Probably,
president?
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Okay, anywho, back in character.
Alright, cool. So.
Ma. Okay, angsty. Here we go.
The date is
It's
March 3rd, 2019.
Yeah,
That's when our mediation has
My
happened.
Apple Watch.
So I need your demographic information. What
do you mean by that?
names? McKenna.
McKenna.
Last name.
Brannon. If your nan was made of bran, she'd be a bran.
And then Emily. Yep.
Ding.
We're pretending, dude.
Spell it.
Did you put Ashworth?
What's your date of birth, McKenna?
May 22nd. Since 522,
Year?
1999.
Emily?
4/11/1999.
All right. Okay. Well, we need a future meeting. Do you
I don't think we will need one right now, but if this doesn't solve,
Yeah.
maybe.
If
But
this
Okay.
maybe we
go
could
away
have it
within,
with
like-
the professor. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe within 2 weeks if this isn't better.
Cool.
Like if the tension between us two isn't better, we'll contact her.
So, possible remediation with Professor 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm. Is that good with you? 2 weeks? Is that
Yeah,
good?
because that would also be at the end of what the goal setting.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Okay, so how are we gonna handle the future controversies that might come from this? So that means is, if anything gets leaked, how are we going to agree? How are we going to fix the issue? Is there going to be
I feel like
something to pay? Is someone gonna have to pay some money to the other guy?
No, I feel like we should have an agreement because like
Okay.
you're not gonna go out and just like
Yeah.
start.
So,
excuse my
do
language,
not-
But you're not gonna go bitching behind the other person's back when it was like called upon.
Yeah.
Like,
Do not
You know what I mean.
speak of this.
Do not speak ill
Yeah.
of the other behind their back.
So yet again, disclaimers. Yet again, completely confidential.
Mm-hmm.
No mentioning. I'm not going to mention anything besides what we agreed for me to mention to our professor.
Yeah.
Yes.
You two should not mention anything to anyone outside of this room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think if you do at that point, bring it up to the professor and like actual matters need to be handled.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
So-
paying someone some money.
How long will this be in effect? Like, forever?
How long will what be in effect?
Like
This,
morale,
our
goal
agreement.
setting,
Our
the
agreement?
Yep.
Permanent.
Permanent.
I feel at least
Okay.
for the rest of this year at least. And if it doesn't go well, or if it flops, like then the professor can change it.
Mm-hmm.
But just I think it should be a permanent thing.
And then the professor's in charge.
Yeah,
of-
professor. It's the
The
professor's
professor's
decision.
word is final.
Yeah.
First.
Okay.
We can talk with them and hope.
Okay. Alright. So, yet again, let me write out what we've agreed on. So, I will speak with the professor as president.
Mhm.
About holding private auditions.
Mhm. And like mention that like it's a concern.
Yes.
I know maybe you could bring up the like people were just discussing it in the class.
Okay.
That it's not just you going forward.
Mm-hmm. That people were discussing it and you thought that you should bring it up.
You can
Okay.
also like suggest maybe take a poll, see if like people in the class want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Auditions. The auditions issue was a concern.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second thing, guys?
The morale.
No,
the goal
what you
setting.
said for me to do
Oh.
extra.
Oh, ask about a poll. Maybe
A
that
poll?
class could take a poll to see if they do
you agree
agree
with that,
with
McKenna?
the
Yeah.
if they agree with the private auditions.
With the filtering out and then
Mhm.
group decide or class decides
Mhm.
who gets a solo or
Yeah.
parts or whatever.
Okay, was there okay, so address that it was a concern.
Mhm.
Ask
Yes.
about having a poll. Was there a third thing?
Uh,
I think I'm missing something.
It was it's private solos, but then the choir would pick the final
Right.
person. Because also the person could then perform with the choir and see how it sounds with
Mhm.
them. Than just
Okay, and then so for the support, setting goals as a whole choir.
mm-hmm.
And possibly having an event as an incentive. Any other incentives, I guess?
I mean, we could just have food. We could have a chill
Okay.
day. We could like
Have a day off.
we could have a day off. Like anything really that like.
Food is the most
Anything that the
important.
choir would
I
want.
mean, yeah, we could just have like we could take a poll on that too. Like, you want to bring food, you want to have a day off. Like, we could just like watch a TV show for one class
Yeah.
and just like relax.
So all those things as incentives
Mm-hmm.
for achieving the goals.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Excuse me.
So just to reiterate,
Mm-hmm.
so I will speak with the professor and mention how the audition issue was a concern.
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking of fixing a couple of the underlying issues, of just making the process more fair by holding private auditions with the professor and the student only, and the professor would then narrow down from the bunch that wants to audition, and then bring in the finalists for the choir to vote on for whomever
Yes.
should get the solo.
I do have a question though.
Yes.
You know, the whole point of this mediation was like because I got the solo. Do we solve that?
Okay, McKenna, I can't tell you
Because
yet
well,
again.
like the people, like I get all these things are gonna help like the future auditions. So how
Right.
does this one like
solve. Okay,
You know?
yeah. So,
So maybe you could bring that up with her too and be like,
Right.
people are saying this.
okay, right,
Yeah.
mentioning,
I don't think anyone's mad at you. I think they're just frustrated with the situation.
I think if the professor's told of the situation, maybe it would.
Yeah,
They can handle it.
Yeah, if they say something.
okay, so you're saying that for the current, like, issue that's happening right now,
Mm-hmm.
addressing people talking about you and, like, the choir and everything,
If
being
the
upset.
professor's like aware of the situation, maybe
Right.
she's gonna like.
So this
address
is a
it.
professor solving issue.
Yes, I
Okay.
feel like we as students can't do much because we're just students and we're all stressed. But the professor knows the situation more because they're the elder and they know.
So just making the professor aware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then for the boosting morale, we're going to set goals with the entire choir,
Mhm.
and then with events, days off, anything like that as
Yeah.
incentives for achievement.
Mhm.
Right? Everybody agree?
Yes.
Am I missing anything in this agreement?
Nope.
Are there any more questions?
Nope.
All right, let's sign.
Oh.
We already went to class now.